Jacksonville Jaguars, taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
On first down, it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Turner, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's caught, left side, Bolden.
Herbert's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 8 and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Mahomes now on 1st down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Helaire, the ball carrier. Devon Hamilton on the tackle. 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
Chiefs 3, Jaguars 0.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Good for a Jaguar.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Jaguars 0.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Complete here to the right to Bolden. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
from the gun. Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lambo is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun. Herbert able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Lining up for the
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And it is up.
His kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
10. Chiefs 3. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Gets this one to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
There's the ball carrier. Joe Schobert's on the tackle. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
For Nicole Hardman, incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That one going against the guard, Andrew Norwell. Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
Mahomes pass.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Mahomes.
3-yard line.
To Thompson on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
And again, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Chiefs 6.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get this started up in Orchard Park, an AFC's matchup with the Jets in town to take on Buffalo. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. David Montgomery, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. 27-17, the final, a 10-point margin. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mahomes pass. Complete to number 89.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
And now a handoff here to his running back. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
At the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength. He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
On the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Brought down at his own 4-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Room here to run. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Eckler 96 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Josh Lambo to kick.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
KC's offense ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Herbert. This is Shenault on the receiving end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10.
The Chiefs offense set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? that was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Second and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Mahomes' pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Jaguars 17, Chiefs 9.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
He's tackled.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler.
Herbert's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Jaguars.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Made at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
It's Eckler again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mahomes pass.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
1st and 10.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Oh, why are we doing this?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he'll go down at the 28.
To number 80.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 27, Chiefs 9.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
Mahomes pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Mahomes pass.
That catch good for only a couple. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Gets this one to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And Maddox.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel
that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Jacksonville, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.